if this lens is not in focus, I will actually die. Hi guys, my name's Evie and today I am doing a video that pretty much everyone else did at the end of 2017, but fashionably late, unfashionably late, I don't care. I did absolutely no filming at the end of last year, so today I am bringing you my top 10 beauty products of 2017. I spent quite a lot of money on both skincare and makeup in 2017, and although my bank balance definitely did not thank me for it, my skin and my dresser definitely did. I used the absolute shit out of these products in 2017, and although they weren't all released in that year, I bought all of them apart from one over the last 12 months. I'm going to jump straight in with probably the most logical place to start, and that is with skincare. Now, 2017 was the year that I discovered and fell in love with Kiehl's. I think I've mentioned this in previous videos, I historically haven't spent a lot of money on skincare because in the same way that I am about food, I hate spending money on a product if I don't know that I'm going to like it, especially something where it's like 20 quid plus. I've got sensitive and combination skin, but I found over the past 12 months that my skin has become more and more dry in areas, so I found myself searching for products that were going to be hydrating for my skin, but weren't going to break it out. I featured this product in a haul last year. The first on my top 10 is the Kiehl's Daily Reviving Concentrate. I am obsessed with this stuff. I use it every single day. I'm not one for knowing what ingredients do in these sorts of things, but it contains ginger root, sunflower and tamanu oils, and it apparently helps to reduce fatigue. Oh my god, it is incredible. I find it so hydrating for my skin. To apply it is really simple. It's a little eyedropper, just put 4 drops in the palm of your hand, rub it together to warm the oils up and then gently pat it into your face, obviously paying attention to the areas that need the most hydration. Sinks in straight away, it's brilliant. Now when I picked up my Daily Reviving Concentrate, I received a couple of samples. I can't remember if I featured them in the whole video or not. But anyway, this next product is the absolute game changer of 2017. Oops. Ninja skills. This is the Kiehl's Ultra Facial Cream. It's a 24-hour moisturiser. It's really light, but oh my god, it is so hydrating. Another one with these natural ingredients that Kiehl's use. It has extracts of glacial glycoproteins and desert plants. Again, no idea what that means, but literally all I need is the smallest little amount of this stuff. Rub it into your skin and it's absorbed. Usually I go for simple moisturisers, but you need a fair bit of the stuff, and you know, you put it on your skin and you have to leave it for maybe 3 or 4 minutes for it to fully sink in before you start applying your primers and your foundations and all the rest of it. This stuff, literally apply it and it's done. Obviously because it's Kiehl's, kind of pricey. This one was £24.50 for 50 mils, so it is kind of pricey, but honestly you need the tiniest little amount. I've been using this since mid-November and there's still like loads and loads left. I won't have to restock up on this till maybe like March, April time. Definitely worth the investment. Okay, on to the fun bit, on to the makeup. Now, this next palette I lusted after for, oh my god, it must have been about 9 months before I finally caved and bought it. It's another brand that I hadn't bought anything from and it was quite expensive and I didn't want to spend 37 quid on 6 highlighters, but I caved. One of the most beautiful palettes to ever grace the earth with its presence. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Moonchild palette. I am obsessed. I have had a growing obsession with highlight for I'd say the past 18 months to 2 years, and normally I don't spend a lot of money on things like that. My sister got me the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector last Christmas and I was just blown away by it. Always wanted the Moonchild Glow Kit just because the colours of it are so different. They're all really cool toned colours and it's not something you see all the time in the shops. You occasionally get like a white one, but the fact that they've got blues and greens in there, it's just something so unusual. I think my favourites in the palette are probably more towards the left side, so Blue Ice definitely, I love that one, that's probably my favourite. But then I also like using Pink Heart if it's a bit of a warmer look that I'm going for, or sometimes Star if I want something kind of knockout. Absolutely adore them. Another investment that I made in 2017 was an upgrade in makeup brushes. Now, you guys might have seen from various videos I've done before, I tend to buy Real Techniques brushes. I love their eyeshadow brushes, I love their buffing brushes, expert face brushes, etc. for applying foundation, but I feel like some of their eye brushes are kind of limited in terms of shape and size. It used to be whenever I placed an Amazon order, I would add in yet another Real Techniques shading brush. But to be fair, those brushes are only really good for one thing, and that's just applying shadow to your lid. That's really about it. I'd heard a lot about the quality of Zoeva brushes, loads of makeup artists use them, and so I had a look on Cult Beauty to see the sort of ones that were available. And I found they were not too badly priced actually. You're looking at around £8.99 to £9.99 per brush. And then I saw that they had a set. It was like 12 brushes and a bag for 60 quid. You're going to have to excuse the colour of these because they are not in any way clean, but this is the Zoeva 12-piece eye brush set. I don't think it had a fancy name, I can't remember. But obviously they come in this little bag. In fact, there's 13 brushes in here because I bought an extra one, which I'll show you in a second. But these are what the brushes look like. Pull that one out. Show you that one in a minute. These are the eye brushes. I can't even hold them all in one go. We've got various different brushes and they've all got the numbers on them so you can identify them. Lots of people rave about the 224, which is this one. This is the Luxe Definer. I only use that really for buffing out my under eye. Loads of people are obsessed with it. My favourites are this one, which is the 228 Luxe Crease, and the smaller version of it, which is the 231 Luxe Petite Crease. This one, because it's slightly tapered into the edges, means you can really get into your crease properly and blend it. Other ones I really love include the concealer buffing brush, which I've only recently started using, but it is amazing for buffing in under your under eye. And also this one, the Luxe Pencil Brush, which is the 230. This one's great for drawing in under your eye. I prefer this one to the 224 for that. I feel like you can get a lot closer in, there's a lot more definition, and then if you get a bit too much product, you can diffuse it with the 224. 60 quid for 12 brushes, including a bag. You really cannot knock it. They also clean really well, despite the bristles being bright white. I was a bit concerned about that. They are a little more difficult to clean than your Real Techniques, just because, I don't know, I think they carry more product than the Real Techniques ones. They pick up quite a lot of product, so you can get quite a lot of pigmentation with your looks. But honestly, if you need new eye makeup brushes, go for these ones. This isn't technically in my top 10, but I'll show you anyway because it's an incredible brush. This is the 134 Luxe Powder Fusion Brush. I know a lot of makeup artists, including Jamie Genevieve, use this. This is amazing for highlight. Obviously it's meant to just be like an under eye powder brush, I think, but for applying highlight, I use this with the Anastasia kit. Oh my god, it is amazing. Okay, now the fun really starts. This has been the year of eye palettes for me. I have bought so many bloody eye palettes. I can't feature them all in one video because I would be here all day. Instead, I'll show you a few that I have used the most over the last 12 months, and we'll kick off with one of the first high-end palettes that I ever bought. This palette is the holy grail of bloody palettes. I picked this up back in March 2017. I got it in duty free. I was going to the Midlands for a couple of days, and this is my most used palette of 2017 by a country mile. Obviously I cherish them. I still keep all my palettes in the boxes because I'm that sad, but we can have a look. I'm pretty sure everyone knows what Naked 2 looks like. Comes in a tin. If you open it up, you've got all your shades, etc. Absolutely gorgeous. Still love, it's actually the same colours that I still love using. I love using Foxy and Tease and Snakebite, and today I'm wearing Chopper. This is the one that I've gone for today in case you couldn't tell. But of course, we all know that there's more than one Naked palette, and I wasn't just going to feature one in my top 10. I got Naked Heat for my 30th birthday, and I'm not gonna lie, I did struggle with it initially. I thought those colours look incredible. I wanted this for ages. As soon as they announced it, I wanted this palette. But I had a bit of difficulty with it. I don't know what it was. I don't know whether some of the shades just weren't as blendable, but I am getting used to it now. This is a sort of palette that is like, if you don't have the Morphe 350, it is like an absolute dream. On this one, I adore Scorched and Dirty Talk and Sauce. I love the really warm reds. I'm not so good with the dark purples. They tend to make my eyes look a little bit muddy unless blended really well, and I am by no means good at blending. Another highly commended does have to go to the other Urban Decay palette I bought this year. This one haven't used as much, although the festive season has definitely seen a hell of a lot of glitter. Possibly one of the prettiest palettes I've ever used. Urban Decay Moon Dust. Oh my god. Like I said, it's not exactly an everyday palette because of the sheer amount of glitter that's in them, but absolutely stunning. You can tell that Granite is probably one of my most used. It's adorable. I love using that under my eyes and right in the outer corner just for an extra bit of smoke. I just think a little bit of glitter, it brightens everything up, but not when you're going to work or going to uni. That's maybe a little bit much for me. I picked up this final palette in November. I believe it got launched in October and I could not get my hands on it anywhere, and then I eventually found it in Boots and I was a happy bunny. Those of you that have watched videos on the channel before will know that I am a huge fan of NYX. I once spent a 3-figure sum in NYX over at the 4. It was a bad day, but a very good day for my makeup collection. In the latter months of 2017, NYX did a collaboration with various influencers, and it was called the In Your Element collection, and there were various elements that they used as eye palettes and lipsticks. So you had the fire ones, the air ones, the earth ones, I think was there a wind and a water, I think, and the metals one. The metals one was the one that I really wanted, partially because it was done by Jamie Genevieve, and anything that girl has I want. It's really strange. She could probably market anything to me. But also I love using really shimmery shades. I love using metallics, so when I saw this palette I had to get it. It was a little bit pricier than the usual NYX stuff. These palettes retail at 25 quid each, I think, but oh my god, it is worth it. This is another one that I keep in the box. In fact, it's also got wrapping around it, which I also keep so I don't want to scratch the palette. It's got a really sort of high gloss finish, which will probably blind you from my soft boxes, but yeah. This is what the metal palette looks like. Hopefully you can see that. The one thing that I can criticise about this palette, and I don't like criticising anything really, I'm not a massively negative person in terms of products, I don't really want to talk about products that I don't like, but the one thing that really annoys me about this palette is it's really difficult to open. I honestly think I've broken like 2 or 3 thumbnails as a result. Getting the knack of it now, sometimes I don't actually close it properly, but it's a really stiff, there must be a knack to it somehow, I don't know. But either way, this is what the palette looks like. I think it's 12 gorgeous shades. I adore this one. This one's really pigmented. I love it. They don't have names, or just numbers. This is number 9, I believe. I love using that one with a little bit of that in the corner, or that one in the inner corner. Loving these 2 grey metallics as well. I had those on a Christmas date with a bit of granite from Urban Decay, and just incredible. Adore metallics. I think it's really difficult to pull off an entire metallic look. I don't know, I like a bit of matte in there, but with those ones, it actually works. I never ever thought I'd be able to pull off a fully metallic look, but I can. Back in your box you go. I'm so protective of these palettes, honestly. I just hate the fact of like spending a lot of money on a product and then it gets bashed or scratched and ruined. I can't deal with those thoughts. This next product is probably the second most game changer-ish, is that even a word, product of 2017. Now some of you might know that I graduated from college at the end of 2017. It was like end of November, mid-November, something like that anyway. But I wanted to get my makeup done because there was going to be loads of photos. Now I wanted to go to NYX because NYX has just been the most knockout salon for me this year. But they were shut because it was a Monday. I'm not going to lie, when I realised my graduation ceremony was on a Monday, I started freaking out because I knew NYX was closed and every single makeup artist that's ever done my makeup works at NYX. Luckily I managed to get booked into MAC to get my makeup done, and the good thing about booking in at MAC is that the cost of the makeup appointment is redeemable against products. So I got my makeup done and I came out with 2 makeup products, including this next one. Now something I always want to improve on is my contour, because I'm not good with this really chiseled contour, cheekbones things. It just doesn't work for me. There must be some sort of knack to it that I have not yet mastered. When the makeup artist started doing my contour, I was like, what the hell is that product? Like, I always use Kiehl bronzer, have done for the last, God, 18 months to 2 years, something like that. But obviously they were using all MAC products. I'm like, what is that? I need that in my life. It turns out the makeup artist in MAC didn't actually use a contour product for my contour. She in fact used a blusher. This is the MAC Powder Blush in the shade Harmony. Obviously it's a really dark brown, but it's an ashy kind of cool tone, and what she said was because I'm so pale I needed something ashy, which I knew anyway, that's why I used Hoola. But the fact that it was a blush, I was just like, oh. I adored the colour of it, picked it up straight away, wearing it today. In fact, I don't think I've used Hoola since I bought this. I haven't used Hoola in like nearly 8 weeks, that is mental. But yeah, if you fancy a new contour, try a blusher. You never know, it might work. This product is the only one that I did not buy in 2017, and it'll be blatantly obvious when you see the state of it. We're still on MAC. In fact, I have raved about this I do not know how many times, and how many blog posts and how many videos. This is MAC Whirl. It looks a mess because I've used it to death. I adore this colour, and it's the colour I have used constantly right through 2017. I did do a little bit more experimenting with lip colours in 2017, but Whirl has been the staple in the collection. It's constantly in my makeup bag or in my handbag. I'm usually hunting through bags trying to find it because I've taken it out somewhere and couldn't find it again. It's just, it goes everywhere with me. But I will give out a highly commended shout out to another MAC lipstick which I picked up so recently it doesn't even feature in my MAC lipstick collection blog post. In fact, if you want to see that blog post, I will link it down below. This is the holy grail of MAC lipsticks. I think this is the one that everybody owns. It is of course Velvet Teddy. Why did I not buy this before now? I have no idea. Everyone raves about this. In fact, Alan used this on 2 of the bridesmaids at my sister's wedding because it's that iconic. Me being me went, oh no, I don't want Velvet Teddy, I want something else. No, I changed my mind, I'm converted. That is now one of my new favourites. Okay, final product in my top 10. Obviously there's been more than 10 products mentioned, but this is like my official top 10 and I'm on the final one. And I technically don't have a product to show you because I don't have any new ones left and the old ones are getting a bit icky, as you'll see in a sec. I've had my makeup done a few times this year. And each time I get my makeup done, I obviously get false lashes. False lashes are a bone of contention with me because I've bought them loads of times and I never use them because I just can't apply them. In fact, I would say I'm pretty horrendous at applying them. But after Levi did my makeup for my birthday, I decided to give them another go because I really liked how my eyelashes looked, and I always say, oh, I don't need false lashes. No, they completely changed the bloody look. So I went into Boots and I went straight to Eylure because that's a brand that I know and I trust, even though I don't really wear false lashes. But I came across these ones that were a little bit different, a little bit intriguing. They're called 005 accent lashes, and they're actually 3/4 length, so you don't have to trim off like half the lash before it goes anywhere near your eye. They are quite natural lashes. They're not like super duper long or super duper thick or curly or anything like that. They're quite normal looking. They just add a little bit more definition, just the outer corners of your eye, so you're not having to faff about right near the middle of your eye trying to like realign lashes and stuff, because I find them really, really tricky. I am by no means an expert at them, but these were a really, really good starting point for me. So much so that I picked up about 4 boxes. I do have a few boxes in my drawer, but I've used them all and I'm not that good with like cleaning them yet, so I'm probably going to throw them all out. I don't want to show you like really manky looking lashes in case you think I'm a right skank. Honestly, I swear by these lashes. They are so comfortable to wear, although I will say I stopped using the Eyelure glue because, well, I think it's a bit crap. What I've been using is the Duo glue, which you can get in Superdrug. I think you can get it in Boots as well, and it comes in a little tube. I'm using the blue one of that and it is brilliant. So much more tacky than the Eyelure one. It takes less time to dry and your lashes just stick on and they're great. Anyway, that brings me to the end of my top 10 beauty favourites of 2017, and I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully I'll be back to filming soon. I always say I'm going to upload next week or next month or whatever, and it never happens, so we're just going to see how it goes. If you like this video, then please give it a like. If you want to subscribe to my channel, then click the button. I do upload occasionally, I promise. You can click the bell to be notified when I upload as well. But other than that, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys soon. Bye guys!